Hiya, it's Molly from The Reading Hour, and today I'm going to be doing the mid-year book freak out tag. That being said, I still can't work out what it means. Freak out tag. I'm freaking out because I've not read enough books. I've read too many books. I've not read the books I was intending to read. I don't know, but anyway, I thought I would crack open a nice cold Pepsi Max with some ice in a wine glass so I feel fancy, just to, you know, just lighten the mood a bit. Relax, guys. Jests aside, I like the prompts for this. It's a nice sort of reflection on the things that you've read over the year, what you've liked, what you've not liked so much, and yeah, I've got some fairly interesting answers, so let's get to it. So the first one is the best book you've read so far in 2025. I've read some cracking books this year and had a lot of 5 stars. My 5 stars I've had so far this year has been The Secret History by Donna Tartt, Educated by Tara Westover, Atonement by Ian McEwan, Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen, and The Blue Book of Nebo by Manon Stefan Ross. I've enjoyed all of them thoroughly. It's really hard to pick. It could literally be like out of a hat. The one I probably thought about the most and most enjoyed doing my review for was Educated by Tara Westover. I was super emotionally invested in that book. I cared so much for Tara. I thought it was unbelievably brave and powerful, and yeah, it's a strong recommendation for anybody out there to read that one. The next one is the best sequel that you've read in 2025. The only sequel that I've read, and this is kind of cheating because I'm currently reading, is The 2 Hours by the fantastic J.R.R. Tolkien. I'm enjoying this significantly more than the first one, which seems to be the unpopular choice on Reddit and the like, but I think this has been great. I have absolutely loved Merry and Pippin. I've absolutely loved Treebeard. I absolutely love Gollum. I am a Gollum sympathiser. So this has been a real treat, and I can't wait to finish these and do a video wrapping up all 3 because I've put them off for so long and I'm just loving them. They've come to me at the right time in my life, and yeah, this has been so much fun. So yeah, this one definitely. Prompt number 3, new release you haven't read yet but want to. I don't really have an answer for this. I wouldn't say I'm an avid follower of new releases. I wouldn't say there's anything that I'm sort of that I'm like, oh yeah, that came out very recently and so I want to read it. I tend to reading a lot of older books. That being said, I bought Nesting by Roisin O'Donnell for my birthday. Well, I had it bought for me. And I'm super interested to read that one. It sounds very much up my street. I think it's about a mother running away with young children from an abusive relationship or marriage. Sounds well up my street. Totally miserable, but well up my street. And yeah, I think that was published this year in January, so I just get an answer. So I'm pleased with that, because otherwise I don't think I'd have an answer. Number 4, most anticipated release for the second half of the year. Now I've got a great answer for this. I thoroughly enjoyed The Will of the Many by James Islington last year. It was one of my top books for last year. I haven't really read any like Brandon Sanderson, but he's been compared to Brandon Sanderson. He's sort of like bordering that YA to adult fiction of fantasy, epic fantasy. Loved it, thought it was great, and he is coming out with The Strength of the Few. Yeah, The Strength of the Few. It's due to be published in November, so yeah, thoroughly looking forward to that one. And in fact, this is probably going to be the first time in my life that I am anticipating the release of another book in a series of books. You know, when you hear about people queuing up for Harry Potter or Hunger Games or whatever, that never really happened for me growing up. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one. I can't wait. Okay, prompt number 5 is biggest disappointment. The lowest rated book for me was The Last Family in England by Matt Haig. I read, oh, here we are, my cat's here. Climbing through the blind. Sorry. The lowest rated book I read was The Last Family in England by Matt Haig. I think I gave that 2 stars or maybe 2.5, 3, can't remember. But I wasn't expecting loads from that. It was like his debut novel or something. It was a book club choice. But probably the book I was the most disappointed by was The Memory Police by Yoko Ogawa. I recently did a review on that book and I gave lots of reasons why I didn't enjoy it particularly. And I was expecting a little bit more from that book, to be honest. So yeah, that's probably my answer for that one. Okay, prompt number 6. Biggest surprise was probably Here One Moment by Leanne Moriarty, another one that I spoke about in my most recent video. Just wasn't expecting a lot from it. Like that cover is just weird. Like I feel like I could make something like that in like MS Paint or something. That's an awful claim to make. I absolutely couldn't. But I just hate that cover, and I wasn't expecting a lot. Never read any Leanne Moriarty. I know that they've done like a recent TV show about one of her books, but yeah, it impressed me massively so. The genius of that book, genius is a strong word. The strength of that book is how she ties all these characters that she's gone for. She ties them all up so incredibly well at the end. So yeah, that one was a dark horse of the year. My cat is now really aggressively cleaning herself. I'll see if I can get a little video of it. It's amazing when you're filming and everything's sort of quiet, how loud a cat cleaning herself can be. Oh yeah, doing the chin bit. Impossible. Connie, hi. She's like, F off. All right, prompt number 7, favourite new author. I don't think this is going to come as a surprise to anybody, but Ian McEwan. Ian McEwan, have thoroughly enjoyed the 3 books of his that I've read so far. Order of preference probably goes in the order that I read them. Atonement number 1, The Children Act number 2, and I recently read On Chesil Beach. Didn't enjoy it as much, but still very, very good and very, very well written. Just didn't quite meet the expectations and the standard that I'd had in the 2 previous books. But yeah, he's whatever his style is obviously something that really appeals to me. Super descriptive, very character driven and focused, and yeah, just love his books. Definitely him. Number 8, newest fictional crush. It's got to be Aragon. Number 1, babe, Aragon. Prompt number 9, newest favourite character. I found Henry from The Secret History super interesting. I really liked Henry. You know, really grey. Kind of sympathised with him, even though he was just like objectively a terrible person, but kind of cared about him. I thought he was super interesting to read about, and I believe he was Donna Tartt's favourite character to write about as well. And you can tell that she put a lot of thought into Henry. He's complex. Dude's got some issues going on. Okay, prompt number 10, books that made you cry. Obvious answer, The Blue Book of Nebo. Just like, I pretty much cried from beginning to end. I read it in one sitting and just made myself kind of sick reading it, to be honest, and but I absolutely loved it. But yeah, that was a cry fest. Prompt number 11, books that make you happy. It's got to be starting Terry Pratchett's Discworld again this year. The books themselves are just so joyful, and they're so exciting, and the characters are so vibrant and so colourful, and yeah, they are just a complete joy to read. So they've been a nice thing to dip into when I've just wanted something just lighthearted and happy to balance out the sobbing. I've been doing a lot of sobbing this year as well. Okay, number 12, most beautiful book you've bought so far this year or received. I have a lovely answer for that one. For my birthday, I've already shown these, but I got given this beautiful collection of the short novels by John Steinbeck, and they've got a beautiful sort of layering effect of the different short stories. And then this, whatever this is called, where it's got this sort of like rough edging. I've got a few books with that now. I really like it. I don't know what it's called, but I just think it feels really lovely. But yeah, I've got this one, and then absolute given the Hunger Games collection that my lovely husband bought for me for my birthday. They are just stunning and reflective and beautiful, and yeah, these are something that I need to crack on with at some point. Never read Hunger Games, so that's something to look forward to as well. And finally, what books do you need to read by the end of the year? So imminently, I need to finish The Two Towers, and I also want to read Return of the King, so I can do a bit of a video because I've really enjoyed reading them. I need to read The Axeman's Carnival, or is it The Axeman Carnival? Can't quite remember. By Catherine Chidgey. We've got our book club coming up at the end of this month, so I need to get that read. It shouldn't take me too long. It's not a chunker, but I need to read that quickly. As soon as I finish The Two Towers, I'm going to pick that up. What else? I need to read another Jane Austen so that I can do some sort of video for Jane Austen in July. I'm not quite following all the prompts that were set out. It's just not something I can meet, but I would like to read another Jane Austen this year so that I can contribute something and get another Jane Austen notch on my belt. So that was the mid-year freak out book tag, but slightly more chilled. I was tagged by Mark at The Book Thing. Great channel, love Mark's videos, one of my absolute faves on here. I would like to tag, who am I going to tag? The thing is, I'm doing this late, as always, and I'm not sure there is anybody out there who hasn't done it. In fact, I'm going to take 2 seconds to check. Okay, Danielle from Bookburger, Heather from Fresh Parchment, Aaron Read a Book. Just noticed you guys haven't, just noticed you guys haven't done it. How fucking, like, what am I, the booktube police? Do your fucking tags. Just noticed you hadn't done it.
Yeah, come on.
So yeah, that's me. Hope things are good where you are. Enjoy the rest of your day, or sleep well if you're watching this before you've gone to bed. Good night. I love you. What else can you say at the end of the video?
Vamos. I don't know, it means come on.
Come on!
Vamos.
Vamos.